All right, we're doing a burger tier list. I have before me a whole bunch of burgers that people have suggested on the Discord. If you haven't seen the Discord, check it out in the Discord. I don't know if this is on YouTube. It's probably below in the in the description section. And if I have taken many of the burgers that I have been given, and I have decided to rate them accordingly. I might add some extra tiers. I don't really know how to do this. I've never done a tier list before. I'm a little baby boy when it comes to tier lists. Who has the goodest of burger? Find out in this cool tier list that has never been done before and everybody loves. I guess. Burger number 1. So this seems like stereotypical, you know, go to a restaurant burger. I can't tell if these are fries, chips, or like little onion crispies. It's not bad. It's a burger. It meets all the expectations. Kind of like why it's like a lunchtime burger, right? With the chips. It does kind of give off like a not that moist kind of burger look to it. Like the bread looks good to me. It looks nice and soft. The burger meat itself, a little dry. I feel like this is one that you look at and it looks really good. And you eat it and you're like, it's pretty good, but it's not as good as you think. I'm gonna give it a B for now. This one has a couple of flaws. Classic Krabby Patty. So this visibly looks good. This is like the presentation burger. You see this on like commercials or like, it's like fake food, right? It's one of those things where you look at and it's in an ad or something. However, I want to point out the tomato, the lettuce, and the onion combined is almost the same size as the burger. The meat moistness is on point. The onion to burger ratio is completely off. I think it's too much onion. You're gonna bite this and you're gonna taste more onion than burger. Behold, mouse. Like look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like five layers of onion. I think it goes all the way to the center. That's how onions work. Go figure. I don't like tomato slices. I think they should be like cut up, like little tomato chunks. But I'll give this like an okay, like it's too much, but I'll allow it. I always eat tomato. I just pick it off and eat it. It's too much tomato, too much onion, too much tomato. I kind of like how the cheese melts here. You can tell it's kind of like that shitty American cheese by this like rubbery bend though. I think I would definitely be way more disappointed with this one. Like if I ordered this at a restaurant, I'd be a little mad. Ooh. Exactly. Oh, this is from Whataburger. I've never been to a Whataburger. I can't really see anything on this burger, but I have heard Whataburger is really good. On looks alone, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's a McDonald's burger, right? It's got the same bun shape as a McDonald's. It's got more cheese. It looks like it's got more cheese. But the burger itself, like, I don't know, like, look at that. Look at that ketchup. What is going on with the ketchup? It looks dry and solid and sad. These onion rings look really good though. Are these onion rings? However, Whataburger is a fast food restaurant. And the big thing about fast food burgers is like they don't look good at all, but they taste delicious. Like they're pumped up with all that like deadly chemical stuff that you're not supposed to eat to make it taste like amazing. I don't know. Visually, I would say this is not looking too well. Like it's more bread than burger at this point. Like, you can't even see the burger. But specifically because it's a fast food burger and like they're just designed to be better burgers. Like I'm gonna put it in the B tier. It really just looks like a McDonald's burger, and if I have to base it off that, McDonald's burgers are pretty good. Oh my god, this is so messy. This one's looking pretty good. I don't know what the white is. I hope it's not. I will say the bread, I don't like how the bread looks. Like it looks like an English muffin, right? Like I feel like I'm gonna bite it and it's gonna have like a toughness to it. It's not soft. Also, I'm kind of like what's going on in here? I can't really tell. I see a burger right here. I think this is bacon. I think it's 2 patties. Patty 1, patty 2, and then bacon, pickles, cheese, and then questionable substances. But why is it only splurted on this side? It actually looks really good. This is one of those like you gotta have 20 napkins burgers, but it's gonna taste really good. I will put it in the A tier for now though. I think we'll go back later on and just do like assortants and then try to judge accordingly. I don't know. Overall, I think it's good. It doesn't have a lot of vegetables. I really like the thin patties. It looks like the cheese is stacked in between layers. It really depends on what this stuff is. I think it's an aioli sauce, so it's like mayonnaise and, I don't know, mushrooms or something. This is a chicken sandwich. So, you know, bread looks all right. The bread looks all right. The lettuce, you know, it's a little bit of shredded lettuce. Too much tomato. The chicken's not a burger. No cheese. No liquid, like, involved at all in this. You know, I think this is gonna be one of those chicken sandwich. Boom, chicken sandwich. Also, it's dry. Hey, Matt, what do you think about chicken sandwiches? Chicken sandwiches are just garbage burgers. I have been actively eating more chicken sandwiches at fast food restaurants just to see what all the hype is about. I don't get it. Like, specifically, this type of sandwich, you can buy anywhere. It's at freaking Chick-fil-A, it's at Popeyes, it's at McDonald's, it's at Burger King, it's at Wendy's. They're all the same. Here's a big piece of deep fried chicken with tomato and lettuce, and then, like, this much, I don't know, of a sauce. They're good, because it's fried chicken, and everybody loves fried chicken, but, like, why? I don't understand why people are so amazed about chicken sandwiches. They're all the same. None of them are different. That's a chicken burger, Matt. It's not a chicken burger. There are chicken sandwiches, and there could potentially be chicken burgers. This is not a chicken burger. This is clearly from Europe. It looks like two different types of cheese. I don't know what kind this is. Probably provolone. Provolone, cheddar / American, beans, and then fire Taco Bell sauce. It doesn't look terrible. The only thing that I'm a little afraid of is, like, I'm pretty sure these are uncooked beans. And that seems kind of gross to me. Like, you ever had just cold beans? Like, you bite onto them and they're just like, they're like soft, but still kind of, I don't know, they got a weird texture to them. Look how dry that is. It's like sandpaper. You rub that on your face, you're gonna be bleeding. I would give it, I'm willing to give it a C. It's saucy. It's got the flatbread. The burger does look kind of dry too, now that I'm looking at it. It kind of looks more like jerky now. It's got a little glisten though. Just a little bit of a glisten in it, so I think it's fine. And that's why they put the beans and all the sauces on to offset it. I think in C tier, definitely, but well, I can't say it's better than Whataburger. People are gonna be mad. Tell you what, I'm gonna knock you down to D tier. It's too much onion. The more I look at that one, the more I just get angry. All right, we'll put C. Bean Burger is the new C tier. Fake commercial burger is D now. This one looks really dry. Props, it's got like a theme, Bigfoot, I think. But it doesn't look, it looks messy, right? It doesn't even look like the bottom, you can't even see it. It doesn't even look like the bottom bun's like doing anything for it, right? Like, it's supporting this area, but if you bite over here, like, the entire thing's falling apart. There's no structural integrity in this burger. Tomatoes, kind of too much, right? Like 3 tomatoes? There's probably 4. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4. Pickles, I'm all right with pickles. I kind of feel like, I'm always, as a kid, I was like, no pickles, disgusting. As I grew up, I was like, all right, I'll pick the pickles off and pop them in my mouth. Pick a pickle, pop it in your mouth. And then now I'm just like, I'll eat 1 pickle. If there's 2 on a burger, I'll eat 1 pickle, and I'll keep the other one in the burger, just to see. Is this bacon, or is this another burger? This is bacon, right? Wait, if that's the case, this is just 1 patty? All right, here's an issue. This looks really good. The patty to everything else ratio is, like, so off, though, right? Like the lettuce is, like, this thick. The tomato is like this thick, and then the pickles make it this thick, and then the bread makes it this thick, and then the burger's like this thick. He's got big, girthy breads, but like tiny baby burger. I would put it with the bean burger. It's like a themed kind of burger. It's a Bigfoot. It does look pretty good. Oh, now that I'm looking at the patty, it looks like one of those like really salty ones. You take a bite out of it, you're like, oh, this is all the sodium I need for a month. I'm picking off the tomatoes, though. No matter, I think if you pick off things, you get deducted a point. I have no idea what I'm looking at. The pickles look pretty good. No, these are butter pickles. These aren't dill pickles. The pickles are like the size of the burger in this one. I thought this was a dead pixel on my screen right here. It looks like burger, gravy, cheese curds. It's poutine. It's a poutine burger. I figured it out. I question how tiny this burger is. Like, the burger in the background at the top looks pretty big. That one looks huge. But this one with the fries and pickle, like this fry is bigger than the burger. It's like twice the size of the burger. Definitely looks like a slider. Now I'm looking at the bread and I'm just like, again, there's so much bread. It's way more than the burger. I think this is a good burger. I think I'm gonna put it in the B tier list, but I definitely feel like I'm gonna look at this and be like, I need 10 of them now. I need all of these burgers. I think this is good. Just makes me hungry. I get hungry looking at this, so I'm gonna give it a B. The fries look delicious. If this was a fry tier list, this is S tier. These are S tier fries. The burger does look big, but I do want to point out again, like, does it look big because the burger's big, or does it look big because the top of the burger is ginormous and everything else is regular sized? What is this, by the way? I think it's a pickle, but it kind of looks like a pea pod. I don't know, it doesn't look too bad. It looks really dry. Like, I get that the sauces are down here. I don't know what this is, but fancy lettuce. This is a fancy burger that looks good, but probably doesn't taste that good. Also, the top is like really burnt, right? Like really, really burnt. Like you're supposed to, people always say to toast your buns. That's not toasted. That's charred. It bugs me that the sauces are down here and not up here. Like you've got this giant piece of bread that could contain all of the sauces and you chose the baby one. So the moment you squish your thumbs down, it's all just gonna splurge out at the bottom. Like you're gonna have moist thumbs. I'll give it a B, but honestly, I'm looking at it and I feel like I'm just getting tricked by the French fries. I wouldn't rate this an A. I think this is the stereotypical, like, it looks amazing, but it's just a mediocre restaurant burger. This is the BLT. I remember somebody in the Discord saying BLTs are sandwiches, frick you. I don't think BLTs are a burger unless you specifically take the bacon and you mush it up into a patty. And also, I want to point out, if we do consider this to be a burger, there's no cheese. You made a burger without cheese. Really, what you did is you took, you know, lettuce, tomato, realized you didn't like lettuce, tomato, put one slab of bacon, realized that wasn't enough, and then just smeared mayonnaise everywhere. BLTCs, very good. BLTs, not good. Trash. Unless you don't like cheese, in which case, you know, enjoy yourself. Where's the burger meat, Matt? The tomato looks sloshy, not a fan. Oh, it's literally like melting. You're right. Like there's a chunk here, there's a chunk here. I think we're gonna put this in the not a burger category. And also, if it was a burger, it would probably be D or F tier. Is this even a burger too? This looks like a chicken sandwich to me. However, if this is the chicken sandwich, I would consider this a chicken burger if it is chicken. This counts as a chicken burger. The previous one, the chicken sandwich, that was not a chicken burger. This would constitute a chicken burger if it indeed is a chicken burger. Let me try to look it up. Boston Pizza Burgers. I guess it's a burger. I'm gonna count it. I'm gonna assume it's a chicken burger. Fried jalapenos. That seems like a pretty good +1. That seems like a letter upgrade there. The lettuce, this is the shittiest lettuce you'll ever eat on a burger. Like, this is the sad lettuce. Again, presentation lettuce, good in visuals, bad in texture. This is soft, this is steamed. You take a bite out of your burger expecting like a crisp crunch from the lettuce, and instead it's like rubbery and you have to like rip it off. And then the freaking jalapenos fly into your eye, and the I don't know, aioli mayonnaise sauce just covers your chest. And your family's like crying because you've made such a mess. Like, I don't like this lettuce. I don't know, presentation-wise, very high up there. Taste-wise, I think everything would be good. I'm definitely ripping off that tomato and lettuce, though. Those are both garbage. I can't put it in the A tier. I think if you have lettuce and tomato that's that bad, it can't go in the A tier. I just can't do it. I'm gonna put Whataburger up to A. I'm gonna bump it up once just because I know I love fast food burgers a lot. This burger is sad. This is a sad burger. This is like slightly above your typical middle school burger. Like, look, oh my god, like this is one of those burgers like you can sort of taste because it's so disappointing. Like you bite out of it and it's got little like shreds of meat, like little meat strings. Look at the size of these tomatoes. You might as well have just put the whole tomato on it. The pickles, though, I'm not gonna lie, those pickles are probably really good. And then the lettuce is just like, you went to the salad bar and just like grabbed a whole bunch from the bucket and just threw it in. This seems like one that like your mom went down and bought some like really bad frozen burgers that were on discount And then, like, she decided, like, the family's gonna eat a little bit healthier, so there's no cheese, didn't want to put mayonnaise on, no condiments, like, whatsoever. It's a dry and sad, it's a sad burger. As a D tier. Alright, you know what? Let's add, D tier, sad burger. This freaking slaps. Is this a bacon? No, this is Burger King. This is a Burger King burger? It's probably gonna be a guaranteed A tier. Is this do they have a Bacon King? Yeah, Bacon King. This one, I know for a fact, again, this is fast food, so instantly an A tier. I, for one, really like Burger King burgers if you go to the right Burger King, which is kind of the problem because every other Burger King is hot garbage, and then the ones that are okay Burger Kings, like, you still have a pretty low % chance of them being great Burger Kings. I don't know what it is about Burger King, but they consistently have the most inconsistent food ever. Like, the one that I live by that's like 2 miles away is probably the worst Burger King in the world. And we're gonna have a story about that with the mayonnaise burger later on, but I would probably rate this pretty high. It looks a little dry, but it's fast food. How can fast food be bad? I put it in the A tier. It's good, assuming that it's like a decent, respectable Burger King and not like the trash ones. I'll give it an A. What's going on? The Parmesan fries. Oh my god. That looks like a mess. That looks like you can't share those with anybody. You're gonna get Parmesan all over your hands. This is a burger tier list, by the way. This seems like is this even a burger? Is this burger meat? This is cabbage. I don't even know what this is. Onion? Oh wait, this isn't a burger. This is, I think it's a pulled pork sandwich in the shape of a burger. I think the pulled pork's like in this dark line where you don't see anything. Like, really all I'm seeing now that I'm looking at this is a lot of cabbage, very little pork, and then whatever this is. I still don't know. Maybe that's just a piece of the bread, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe it's like onion strings? I'll put it in the C tier. I think I'll count it as a burger. It doesn't look very saucy. It looks dry. Like, the cabbage probably has some fancy cabbage-based sauce. I still don't know what's going on up here. I don't see, like, the only reason I think this is brisket is because I see some right here and some right here. Not brisket, freaking pulled pork, stop. Not really a burger, but pretty close. Like, basically a burger. It has all the burger standards of it. This is a sad burger. This is a cafeteria burger. This is the ones that you go to school. Like, as a kid, you see this in the cafeteria menu. You're like, oh yeah, burgers today. I can't wait. And then you order the burger and it's sad and disappointing. White Castle? This is White Castle? I've never had a White Castle burger. This can't be a White Castle burger. It looks, like, pathetically bad. Oh my god, it looks just like a White Castle burger. You might be right. I normally give fast food a +1. It just looks so bad. It does not look good at all. A whole movie was made about going to White Castle, and this is what they got? Just look at, just, ugh. It's gray. It's just gray and sad. It's a sad burger. I'm sorry to say it. If you're a fan of White Castle, maybe I'll try some in the future, but this is a sad burger. This one's not that sad. This one looks like the bread is really crunchy. I feel like I'm gonna cut the top of my mouth with this bread. This isn't, I wouldn't even say it, like, this looks like a meatloaf. You got really dry, like, toasty bread, too toasty. The bacon looks really dry. Like, you don't see, it's barely glistening. It's glistening, like, in this corner. This kind of looks like a blob of just, like, bleh. But, like, this is dry. It's got some glistens, but not a lot of it. That's why they put all the cheese on it. They're like, we have to do this. This is one of those, like, I'll take some ketchup. I just can't get over, like, how big this chunk is, though. In, like, a bad way. I would put this in the C. It's definitely not D-worthy. I think I would order it at a restaurant and be like, it's good. This is a chicken sandwich again? This isn't even a chicken. This is a fish sandwich. This is definitely a fish sandwich, right? This is tartar sauce, isn't it? That looks wacky, but probably tasty. This does look delicious. I will say this looks delicious. I would also say it's probably not a burger. And also, I want to point out again, frickin' shitty lettuce. Chicken sandwich. Or fish? Or fish? I think this is a breakfast sandwich. It says chicken sandwich in the title, but I think that's because I couldn't tell. It is in patty form, which is like the one thing I've been saying will allow it into the burger tier list. It looks really dry though, right? Like horrendously dry. Like look how big that like just dry muffin is. Zero lettuce. There is zero lettuce and tomato. I think if this had like a sauce that you could dip in, it would be great. This, I'm gonna count this as a burger. It's in patty form. It just looks really dry to me. It's too dry. Too dry. Not sad. It's probably a C burger. Well, I'm gonna put it in it. I think it's good. I think I'd like it. That's a chicken sandwich. It's not a chicken sandwich. If it was a chicken sandwich, it's in patty shape, therefore it's allowed. It's clearly in a cylindrical, processed shape. It's round, like a patty. I'm gonna allow it. I think it's thin enough, right? Like, look at it. That's clearly, how do you paint on this? Look, it goes like this. Like a circle. Like a patty. Boom. It's patty shaped. Sorry, biscuit. I don't know. I'm counting it. It's in patty shape. This is a half-eaten burger. That's just a tomato chunk. Like, they didn't even cut it into a slice. They're just like, take the whole tomato. It does look really good, though. It's even in like these aluminum wrappers. You know it's gonna be good if it's in an aluminum wrapper. So a chicken nugget in a bun is a burger. If it's round enough, a chicken nugget could be considered a burger. I think a chicken patty is a burger because it's a patty. A chicken patty is a chicken burger because it's a patty. A chunk of fried chicken is not a chicken patty. It's a chunk of chicken fried. Shape of patty. That is the requirement for burgers. I don't know why they put the sauce here and not in the center. This tomato chunk is really bugging me though. Like, look how big that is. I think everything but these tomatoes are like perfect. I think this is A tier. It bugs me that there's nothing here though, right? Like, you got the saucy, it looks like one cheese slice goes down here. And then you got the onions in the middle. And then up here you've got tomatoes, lettuce, and like no other sauce. Like, am I wrong? It's weird there's no other sauce at the top. I think this needs to be a two-part saucer. This looks like a good, like, you're really drunk. Like, it's 2 a.m. All the bars closed. But that burger place is open. It closes at 3. You rush in there. There's like a line of 50 drunk people. You finally get your burger. You're walking home with the boys, and you're just like, oh my God. This thing's the best right now. I really needed this. I think that's A tier. That one looks good. All right, this is the Red Robin Crab Burger. It is in patty form. It is a cylinder. It does have crab arms coming. It's got a lemon wedge on top. The lettuce, what is this? Arugula? It looks all right? Like, it doesn't look, it's burgered. It is a burger. I don't know what this is. Crab meat? Peppers? I don't know what's going on there. I will say the veggie to patty ratio, if this is like tomatoes, is way off. What patty is this? Chicken! It's not chicken, it's crab. Or lobster, you can tell it's got like big claws. Chickens don't have claws, as far as I know. It was okay, but the sun-dried tomatoes was good. This is sun-dried tomatoes. I'm usually negative towards tomatoes, but if they're specifically sun-dried tomatoes, they get a pass. I think this would be a good burger, but I think it's gonna fall apart with this lettuce. Like, that's not holding anything. You're gonna squeeze this burger and it's just gonna slip and slide all over the place. This is gonna be a mess. I would say maybe C. I guess I don't think I would like it as much. I'm thinking C. I don't think it's too bad. I think really my biggest problem is like this just giant layer of lettuce. That's the only thing that kind of bugs me. I could bump this up to a B. I'm kind of conflicted. How about we put it at the start of C, and that like implies that like, oh, you were so close to being B, but you just weren't because too much lettuce. Sorry, not lettuce. Arugula. This looks gross. What's going on? Is that just poop? What is this? What's that right there? It's just a poop chunk. This looks gross, but it is also probably really good, right? This is one of those weird burgers where like visually it just looks kind of awful. The bread looks hard though. Like that's solid. That's a wall. That's just plaster. It's kind of got like almost a sad burger vibe to it, but like onions, it's got some onions. The tomatoes are there. I'm picking off the tomatoes every time. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm thinking C tier. Raw flour on the table, salmonella coming up. That's how that makes it. That's how you know the bread is. Oh, it could be like fresh soft bread actually. Now that you said that, they just made this bread. They smacked it on the table and they rolled it up and cooked it. It is a little weird that they just put it on the flour table though, isn't it? I thought this was sauce, but now that you point that out, I guess it is just dry flour. Right? Like the bottom of the bun is covered in flour now, so it's even drier. Looks like that burger struggles more than me. It's close. It's like a in-between of like, we'll add a new row. Sad, but maybe good. It does look a little sad, right? Like, it's a little desaturated. It looks like it's gone through like some shit. It's seen some stuff. It's been through the war. It took me a second to even find the burger here. Again, these french fries, I just want to point out, these french fries are bigger than, like, the same length as the burger. Matt uses the site like a teacher uses the projector. Look, I've never done a tier list before. I'm just trying to... This is baby's first tier list. So this one looks kind of bad, right? I think the bread would actually be surprisingly good. But I'm not seeing, like, it's more bread than anything, right? Like, it seems like it's just bread. Like, I'm enjoying a bread that just so happens to have burger. I don't even see cheese. I see bread. I see a patty, no cheese, tomato, arugula, and then mayonnaise. They could have ordered it without cheese, but in my mind, this is a MattchoZ tier list. I'm getting cheese on my burger. This one, it's kind of bad. I don't think I would like this at all. I'd also be pretty mad if I ordered fries and got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might hold like 10 fries tops. This is definitely way more expensive than it should be, by the way. You didn't get a plate, you got this wooden thing, which by the way is cracked. This was probably like a $20 burger. And it's gonna taste like fancy garbage. It's gonna be like, oh, it's so fancy. We've got aioli sauce on a bed of arugula with tomato, and I don't know, they're gonna hit you with some fancy chicken or buffalo meat. This is bison burger, guarantee you, it's a bison burger. $25 bison burger and then 5 french fries, no ketchup. And then this person realized how expensive it was and it was like, yeah, I'll take the 3 waters. This is D tier. This thirst of that person, they do be thirsty. That's a D tier burger. This is more bread than burger, right? I can't even tell what this is. I see lettuce. I see the sad burger. This is borderline sad burger. I see petite. It's a petite burger. I think this is cheese right here. But if that's cheese right here, like you don't see it anywhere else. I thought that said repent for a second. Repent, you've ordered this burger. Repent. This is kind of just a sad burger. I have a growing hate for iceberg lettuce. I don't mind iceberg lettuce. If it's on a burger, it has to be placed like right before they give it to you. If they make the burger, put the iceberg lettuce on, and then they go order up, bing, and then the waitress like gets to it 2 minutes later, the burger is going to steam the lettuce, and then you get that rubbery lettuce texture. Like the whole point of the lettuce is you take a bite and it crunches. There needs to be enough for a crunch, but not enough to overpower the burger, and it can't be out long enough to steam the lettuce and make it soggy. To the point where, like, 99% of lettuce is pointless, because you're just gonna be soggy, sad lettuce. This one's basically just more bread. It's more bread than burger. This is like, the C to D tier is gonna have many tiers, but, like, just know that these are basically all, like, C-. This is not a burger. I don't even know what this is. This could be just deep fried carpet. It looks good. It's not a patty. It's not a cylinder. Chicken fried steak? I think this is not a burger. And if it was a burger, it's just a big piece of meat with that, like, this isn't even set up. Look, the top patty's right here. The bottom patty's way over here. There's like a 20-foot gap in between them. I don't know. I think not a burger. 100%. Not in patty form. Chicken or fish sandwich, question mark? I still can't tell. I'll take your word for it that it's steak thinned out and battered and fried. So just not a burger. Oh my god, I'm so hungry right now. Why did I do this without eating anything today? All right, this one's a little tough, but also has a lot. It has some good sides and it has some downsides. The good side, this bun, like biting down on this, looks freaking amazing. Like I love to just sit there with this top bun and gnaw on it. This cheese looks good. The burger kind of kind of not looking so good. Now, like, why are there holes? Why are there like beehives in this? The tomato, however, it loses all of its points, by the way, because this tomato, lettuce, onion, pickle combo is like 50 times the size of the burger as a whole. This is like 10 feet. And then you got this patty right here. This is like one feet, which is 10 kilometers and 1 kilometer for those in Europe. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but like you have to spend, I'm gonna spend 10 minutes picking off all this stuff. Get the lettuce out of here. It's not crispy at all. It definitely looks soft. Like, look at that, as soft. There's no crisp. Look at these onions, too many onions, way too many. There's 1, 2, 3. There's a big ring right here, and then within that ring, there's another ring. There's probably another ring right there. Pickles are good, pickles look good. I'm still picking them off and eating them though. Like, these pickles are the size of the burger. These 2 individual pickles make up the entire burger. Tomato, also huge. Also, I think bigger than the burger. I think the tomato slice is bigger than the burger at this side. It's definitely like, the circumference is much bigger than the burger. Like, it's got some thickness here, which looks really good. But then it just like gets really tiny over here. And then like, there's just this gap of nothing. I think the audacity of this tomato drops it down a letter grade. I'm putting it in C tier. I kind of want to put it down in D tier. The audacity of that tomato makes it deserve a D tier, but the softness of that bread and the look of the burger, I'll put it in C, but I'm watching you. To be honestly, this could be B to A tier, but you had the audacity to tomato me. So enjoy C tier. Get out of my sight. This is a big burger. So this like looks good. Right, like you're looking at it, like look how happy this guy is. He's like, ah, I'm getting blurry, help me. Here's the problem. It looks good, but again, if you think about it, like, it's so much burger. Like, this bread is ginormous. This burger chunk it's just a meatloaf, really. And like, how do you even eat it, right? Like, you can't eat it as a burger. It's more like you can't even eat it as a pie. Like, say you, it doesn't remember anything. I hate this thing. Like, you could potentially slice it up like a pie, but like, your mouth's not gonna fit over it. He's gonna have to like eat everything individually. He's just gonna take a handful of bread and eat it by itself. He has to take a chunk of burger and eat it by itself. Like, yeah, you could mix and match the onions and those giant slices of tomato. I think this is like, this looks pretty good though. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of cheese. That chef in the background looks so fucking nervous. He's got the Arthur clenched fist right here. He's just waiting for him to say something. He's about to deck him in the face. I don't know. I don't think this is actually a good burger. I think this actually tastes bad. I get that it's a food challenge, but the point is to have burgers that taste good, not burgers that when you eat, you die. So I honestly, I think it's D tier. All right, well, Big Burger. I guess editor Matt, you will have to do some editing. Add Big Burger to like D tier. This one's looking real good. This is like what the fast food restaurants want you to think their burger looks like, and it never looks like that. This one fucks, I agree. This one's a mess. Like, this is just a sloppy, like, you eat this, you regret everything you've ever done up to that point after you eat this. You're sitting there like, oh, I want to die, but it was worth it. This looks delicious. I will say I don't really like the fact that, like, there's grease foam on it, but, like, come on, you gotta eat it. This is the American burger. I think this is S tier. It's gotta be, right? Like, you have to eat that burger. This one's like, we know you hate the lettuce and tomato. I would appreciate a pickle, but you know what? That's good. That's amazing. That's God tier burger. This one's a blurry mess. It's like 10 at night. This person started early drinking, got a little too drunk at 10 p.m., went out with the boys to get some food, ordered this burger at a questionable restaurant on the side of the drinking street. This looks really good. I don't think it's as good as the one we just saw. It's definitely A tier though, right? Like, yeah, you look at that, like, that's some soggy lettuce. Like, that lettuce is awful. But there's so little. It doesn't even matter. You got, like, look at this cheese. Like, oh my god, it's so melted. I don't know what's in between the cheese and the bun, but it's gotta be good. Got some ketchup and mustard. This is a standard, like, just good burger. No complaint. This is easy A tier. Honestly, I think I'm gonna put you, you're like the first of the A tiers. You're the A tier everybody else wants to be. And that's why you get, you know what? You get your own thing. Perfect. Everybody is jealous of you and how great you are. You're not S tier. I mean, look at S tier. It's gotta be said. But you're like, just this close away. I'm gonna be mad if this turns out to be like a chicken sandwich though. I'm looking at the shape of this and I'm like, I'm getting a little worried. If this was all a chicken sandwich ploy, I'm gonna be mad. I didn't know what I looked at for a second, and I thought it was quite gross. This is Oreo burger. So, it's not looking pretty good, right? It's visually not looking very good. This is the true test of sweet and savory, right? It has to be frosting, right? It can't just be cheese. It can't be mayonnaise. They wouldn't hit you with the Oreo mayonnaise combo, would they? I will say one thing, not double stuffed. Clearly not double stuffed. I'm also noticing that, like, there is no frosting in, like, any of these. There's, like, a bit here. This one's got frosting. This one has no frosting. These have no... This is just the tops. This is one of those, like, you don't know until you try it kind of combos. Like, you go to certain restaurants, and they always have, like, sort of weird things. Not as weird as this, but, like, some people do, like, oh, here's a peanut butter and jelly on top of a burger. Like, try it, it's good. And it turns out the jelly actually is good. I don't know about Oreos, though. I am thinking about it now, and like, how do you eat this? Right? This is a mess. Smush down and open wide. But the Oreos are like, once you smush down, these chunks, they're gonna slide out, every single one. Even these ones. I don't think you're gonna have any Oreos. I'm gonna give it a B. Looks gross. Tastes great? Maybe? I don't know. B+. B+. This one sucks. I hate this one. This is just a meatloaf with a piece of cheese and again, like, look at the size of this freaking tomato. This looks like another, hey, we gave you really fancy meat, but then we didn't add any seasoning to the meat, and we're like, oh shit, we have to make this taste like something? Oh yeah, just throw a giant tomato slice on it and then cover that with guacamole, because nobody's gonna like the tomato, because it doesn't have any taste, because we left it in the fridge for 2 days. I love guacamole, but that's pushing it. I like guacamole, don't get me wrong. Like, you can't even, this doesn't even fit in your mouth. And if you squish it, again, you squish it, the guacamole is now in your hands. It's gonna spew into the palms of your hands. Or you're just rubbing guacamole in your face as it spews out. Like, this is just, you've managed to make such a solid burger just a giant mess. I would be very upset. The audacity of the tomato strikes again. D tier. You can see a theme with the D tiers. You can see just the giant red line in the D tiers. I've never been to a Hardees. It looks pretty good. It looks really good, actually. This is just a Baconator, isn't it? That burger, their burgers are okay. Is there any, like, is it better than a Baconator? They're more expensive burgers. I think this is probably A-worthy. The bun looks kind of lame. That's a boring bun. I think that could probably be a solid A tier. Although now that I think about it, if I'm gonna be like up against every single fast food restaurant in this list, I'm probably gonna put it in B tier. I imagine this is the kind of, you said it costs more. I imagine this is the kind of burger that I buy because a McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's are not nearby. So I pay like $1 more for this combo. I eat it and I go, this was good. And then a few minutes later, I'm like, would have preferred McDonald's or something else. Definitely not this. This bun, like, look at how, like, it just looks like freaking, this could be just like my butt. So I want to say all of this looks amazing. Very big tomato slice. How do you get to this burger? How do you pick this up without everything spilling out? You've placed this in the incorrect way that a burger is meant to be placed. There's no way to get to this burger. You have to dig your hands into the cheese fries, or you gotta like risk the buffalo chicken wings. I think overall it looks really good. I just don't know how to get it out of this box. Like, it's stuck there forever. If we ignore the audacity of the tomato, however, like, it all looks really good. Like, this burger stuff, that looks delicious. Any burger that's just got a glob of goopy cheese on the side, you're like, ooh, baby. I'm willing to look past the audacity of the tomato and give this one an A, only because the glory of the cheese is there. This one appears to be a chicken sandwich. Or maybe it's a steak thingy again. I think this is just not a burger, right? That's clearly not a patty. It does look really good. It looks delicious, don't get me wrong. I love this. This is also another, like, how the heck do you eat this? And you also have so little bun that, like, as it crumbles away, you get scareder and scareder. Like, you're just gonna have a thin chunk of bread holding this entire thing together. Or else you gotta dip your fingers into the egg. It does look good, though. It looks delicious. However, it's not a burger. It might actually be a chicken or fish. Bun is way too small. It's a like, that bun's fighting for its life. I don't even know if there's a bottom bun. They gave you a top bun to make you believe that there's a bottom bun, but really there isn't. It's just more egg on the bottom. The title of this picture is this chicken or vegan? I can't tell. It's sort of patty shaped. I don't really know what vegan burgers are made out of. So, like, it looks like, right? Like, that's sort of a patty. It's definitely chicken. I did say that it's almost cylindrical shape. I guess we'll count it as a chicken burger. However, that being said, if we're counting it as a chicken burger, it's a pretty boring burger, right? The lettuce does look crispy, though. This is a crispy lettuce. Look at that nice line right there. That's a solid line. That's got some bite to it. That's a crispy one. I can't tell if these are just like little tomatoes or sun-dried tomatoes. I'm gonna assume they're little tomatoes, and I think because they're so tiny, I'll give it a pass. But I will point out there's no cheese. There's only hot sauce. This is a dry burger. They toasted the buns, but there's no liquid at all besides the hot sauce, which doesn't, like, it looks like they just put the hot sauce right here. I give it a borderline C, but realistically probably a C-. This is just pickles. I can't even tell what's going on here. There's, like, I see the burger, but, like, this pickle has taken up the entire picture. That's not even a good pickle. More bun than burger? It is pretty more bun than, it's like more pickle than anything. More pickle than burger. Maybe just mayonnaise, maybe a piece of onion. Oh, is it like teriyaki sauce? Why is that pickle so white? I don't know, this seems like a flavorless pickle. I think they put this pickle in vinegar and did not mix anything else in it. It looks like the pickle sat there, like, in the jar for a day, and they were like, okay, that's good. This is borderline cucumber that just so happens to be pickle. More pickle than burger. Cucumber turned into a pickle, funny as shit, so funny. This burger looks like trash. The bun looks delicious, though. I'll say that, bun looks delicious. This is so not a burger that is insane that it's even here. This is just a sandwich. And it like everything that I hate about the burgers in the D tier, like this has. Way too much, like, more tomato than sandwich. The bread looks really dry. Like, so much lettuce, so much onion, so much tomato. It's just a huge mess. It will never be contained into these tiny pieces of bread. Don't get me wrong, it's probably good. I'm also picking, like, this entire half off. I think there's jalapenos, right? This is jalapenos, right? These are peppers. It's good. It is literally just a sandwich, though. And that's why it gets the literally just a sandwich tier. A burger is a sandwich. However, all burgers are sandwiches. All sandwiches are not burgers. This is a logic class. Is there even a burger in this? I see bread, a lot of bread. I see lettuce. I see some sauce. Maybe this is burger. It could just also be a really cooked mushroom. It could just be a slice of mushroom. There is no way of knowing if this is even a burger. It could be anything. This could just be a giant piece of mushroom. It could be a turd. It could be a turd burger. I don't like the fries either. Like, look how wet that looks. That's gross. It looks like a jellified French fry. I ain't about that life. This is just bread. More bread than burger. Enjoy the more bread and burger. All right, I'm seeing what the next one is, and it's scaring me a bit. This is a mess. I don't even know how this person is able to hold this up. This collapsed immediately. So we got a burger up here. This looks like a fine, tasty burger right here. If it was just this, it would be great. I'd probably put it at A tier. But then we got, what is it? What is any of this? Regular burger, And then I think this is Texas toast or some type of toast. Mayonnaise. Onion bits, bacon. And that's it? I don't think there's a burger in this half. I think this is just chunks of onion and chunks of bacon stacked on top of each other to the point where it's bigger than the actual burger. And then one thing of lettuce. I think he picked this up and it immediately fell on the ground. I don't think he got to eat this. Like, how, I don't even understand how it could be held up. His hand's there. And he's got to have a thumb here. But then he's got to have the rest of his hand, like, cupping the end of it. It's definitely going to fall off. This bread is not supported in any way. And this has no structural... Is there a toothpick on top? There isn't even, like, a spike in it. He picked it. Man, this is dead. He did not get to eat this. It kind of looks like it's just 2 sandwiches, right? I would eat this burger, and I would rate this burger probably A tier. Maybe even S tier. This looks like a delicious burger. But then they threw all this in, and I'm just like, how do I even start? It's all good, though. It all looks delicious. I'm thinking, like, honestly, like, it looks gross, but it would taste great. Like, it's kind of gross to look at, right? It's a little disgusting. I'd order it once and then immediately go to the regular burgers. I think wherever you get this from, 100% has truly S tier and A tier burgers, but this is just kind of the Instagram burger. I'm gonna dock it to B. It's too much. It's just too much. I'll eat it. I'll enjoy it. I'll want to die the next day. But you gotta call a line somewhere where it's like it's just too much. This burger looks disgusting. Like this looks purely mold and like deadly. But I think this is just because of a filter that they put on the picture to make the mac and cheese and the bun look so yellow, and it just happened to take the meat and make it look off-colored. I wouldn't say this is S tier, but I actually think this is like... Here's the thing, mac and cheese burgers, really good. You can't just put mac and cheese on the burger. You have to put like an actual regular piece of cheese on it, and then put the mac and cheese on top of the burger. I do this a lot, actually. Like I buy mac and cheese, and then I'll buy like a hot dog or sausages or like a burger or something. I'll just smack that mac and cheese on top of like anything. Whatever my main meal is, I'll throw the mac and cheese on top of it. The problem is the noodles soak up a lot of the cheese, and then the bread soaks up a lot of the cheese, and it doesn't taste as cheesy as you expect it to. I think if they put like some nacho cheese on this, it would be top tier. I think this is a B. It's definitely good. It's a good burger. I don't know about that though. Like, look, I don't know about this. Maybe this is C. It's a good burger in design. It's a like that corner though. That looks deadly. If I saw that in real life, I would eat it, but I'd be a little worried. I'm gonna put it at C. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, this is pretty much exactly what I meant. Like this pretty much solves all my problems. I think this. What did I just put? That one's B. This one's probably A. It's got the mac and cheese in the center. It's got actual cheese. It's got 2 different types of cheese actually, which probably mix well with the mac and cheese. And it's got even more cheese in the center. The only thing that I dislike about this is the audacity of the tomato. That lettuce is garbage too. That's the garbage lettuce. I think I'll still give it an A. I'm picking off the lettuce. It's not too outrageous of a tomato. I think this is A. Also, sesame buns. Your boy does like a sesame bun. It's got that soft bun. I kind of don't really like how people toast their burger buns nowadays. Ever since Gordon Ramsay appeared and told people to always toast their buns, like people take the buns and they just toast both sides for like an hour. And it's too hard. I like the soft. Like you toast the bottom of this bun and then it's got a little bit of a bite, a little bit of a crunch, but you gotta, like the top's gotta be a little squishy. It's gotta have that squish, that softness to it. You gotta balance your squish to your crunch ratios. It's important in a burger. I agree. I think that's an A. It literally solved all the problems that I said about this burger. Where is this? This is bar dot, or is it Rab Todd? This is clearly a really fancy burger. I think this is bruschetta. This looks pretty good. Like I get that the bun is like black and that's like weird. The only problem with this is Burger King had one of these. This could just be the Burger King burger on a fancy plate. Like I have no way of knowing. Burger King did this for Halloween, where they had different colored burgers. And it made everybody really concerned because when they went to poop, all of their poop was very vibrant green, like a saturated green. And everybody freaked out on social media. But that's not, it didn't do any like negative health benefits. So it's like, hey, your poop's green. In some ways, that's like a cool benefit of this. It's like a burger that you get to enjoy at the table. And then later on, you have a little like, oh, green poop, cool. Neon green.
Sloppy.
Stinking beehole, thank you for the follow. What a wonderful time. I think overall it looks good. Like, I think this might be spinach. This is the soggy lettuce. That's garbage. I think this slab of meat is a nice touch. It's a little goopy here. I don't even know how this is like held up. This could be like 2 inches of mayonnaise. I think it's like pickles. That's probably a tomato right there. Mushrooms. I don't think the burger itself would taste good though, right? Like you're taking a bite out of this chunk right here. That's just burger. This is one of those questionables. It looks delicious, but now I'm just like, maybe they added all this stuff because the burger meat actually sucks. I don't think this is good as it appears. It looks like it has everything right, but now I'm suspicious about it. I'm gonna give it kinda sussy burger. You gotta say sussy so if it goes on YouTube, everybody likes it. This is a 30-pound burger. For being a 30-pound burger, this actually looks really good. If we're specifically going somewhere and ordering a really big burger that's 30 pounds, I would imagine it would be like the previous one, where it was just giant piece of bread, giant piece of burger, giant piece of like 1,000 pieces of tomato. This one seems to be right. Like I would be content if I ordered a 30-pound burger and it looked like this. This is like probably as good as you're gonna get for a big burger that's trying to break a world record or something. Again, the lettuce and tomato, the tomato's even more outrageous and outlandish than ever before. Like that's just half a chunk of tomato on the left right there. That's huge. I think if we're ignoring the fact that they're making a really big burger, so like no matter what, you're gonna have to deal with like, oh, it's too big, which I'm kind of rolling back on the other one. But like, I think if you cut this like a pie, I think you'd be able to eat, you get a little bit of everything. So you do pie slices. I think you could also squish it into your mouth when you do pie slices too. I'm kind of thinking like B. It's not kind of sussy. I think it's a B burger. It's really big. It's not gonna be the greatest burger, but you're ordering a 30-pound burger. And like to get something like this is way better than I would have expected. I would be pleasantly surprised and quite happy if I ordered a 30-pound burger and got this. I'd be mad if I ordered a 30-pound burger and got this. I would be upset. Like this, like if they flattened this out, I think it would have been in the same tier. Something is weird with this one. They tried to make this one, like this is a photography class, right? It looks like they took a spotlight, like right here. It looks like they have a spotlight blasting it. Oh, you know what? They have the face thing, the little ring light. They have a ring light pointed at this, like a big one. It's gotta be a ring light. This one looks good. I don't know how squishy that bun is. I would have to, it's got a toasted bun. You can tell by the little crisp things. This is what I meant, like they toasted this part. This one looks a little toasted at the top, but it's still gonna have a squish, that's good. I think this is an A tier. I think the lighting makes this look disgusting. Like, I don't like how this is lit, but I think it does taste good. A tier, wow. This is more bread than burger. Like, why did you even take a picture of this? Guys, look at my burger buns. They're so cool. I can see the burger right there, though, I guess. I'm assuming it's like... burp. And I think this is a burger, so it's like... burp, 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 something like that. It's definitely more bread than burger, so it's probably gonna go there. But I will say, this is your mom's cooking, right? This is your mom or dad made some burgers. This is the family man's meal, right? You're gonna eat these and be like, it's not the greatest, but it reminds me of home. It's the remind me of home, but it is more bread than burger. This is another, I don't even know what's going on with this one. This is too big. How do you eat this? What do people expect you to do when you order these burgers, right? I feel like I would be okay with this one if they gave you like a side of burger buns. It's impressive they managed to stack this on top of this plate. I feel like the only way to eat it is to grab the entire thing, turn it, and then just eat it like a rib, right? There's no other way to eat this. Honestly, I think this is D tier. It looks good, but you can't eat it like a burger. Is it really a burger if you can't eat it like a burger? It's either C or D in my mind. I think it's a C minus. I think a C would be normal though. I think this is K's cooking, which if it is, I think it means we can look it up. We got some, what it looks like to be chunks of fat mixed in with the burger. 2 burgers. Oh, it's lard. Smush it. Please smush it down. Smush it down. Smush it down. Smush it. You did everything in your... Smush it. Smush it. Smush them. Smush. Your spatula is right there. Smush them. Smush them. They need to be smushed. Oh, hey, look. The entire burger just fell apart. It's almost like it needed to be smushed. I don't think I really want to eat a burger that is slathered with butter on the buns. It's probably good though. So this is kind of just a sad burger, right? I think this goes to the sad burger tier list. It needed to be smushed. They had to pack the meat in. Don't take that in a weird way. That's just what needed to happen. Oh, I think this is my picture. I think I took this one. So there's this onion ring, onion strings, bacon, goop. It's just general goop. I think this is probably a solid B tier. There's not too much to say about this one. There are jalapenos. I see that secret spice. Secret spice. I think this is overall a good burger. I like the flat bun on top. It's a bit messy. It's a bit of a messy boy. I think it's a solid B. You know, it's a safe B. You order it at a restaurant. It's probably like 15 bucks. It's like a specialty burger. It's good. I'd be content. I'm not going to be amazed. This is one of those burgers I eat. It's got all the things to make it amazing, but I'm still going to wish that I had a fast food burger. I don't even know what's going on here. Oh, is this scalloped potatoes? Au grain? Au grat? Is that what it's called? Au grain? Au gratin potatoes? It's like cheesy potatoes. I think that's what it is. It could just be onions. I can't really tell. This one looks all right. It looks really dry. It looks really, really dry now that I'm looking at it. I don't even think there's any sauce. What is this? It's gotta be potatoes, right? It could be onion though. It's got a little bit. Okay, I see the very thin cheese line. It's right at the border. I think this is just another... I think this is just a B. It's not really too much to say. It just looks dry. A very dry burger. Probably good, just very dry. I think B is probably like the standard. Like most burgers are gonna go to B. You did something fancy. This is probably gonna make, like, this is really the tipping point of like, I feel like this burger doesn't really look that good. I feel like the bread's too dry. But you add this stuff, like a whole bunch of it, like that's gonna tip it up to the B. This is ramen, the ramen burger. The audacity of this tomato. The burger doesn't actually look very cooked. I don't know if the ramen's cooked. Is this like mushy ramen? This is D. This is a D tier, right? No sauces whatsoever. Like, I get that it's a meme. Oh, look at me, I put ramen instead of a bun, but like, come on, dude. It's just ramen. It has no taste, no flavor whatsoever. They didn't even put the packet on the ramen. It's a D. It has to be a D tier. This is also D? This looks awful. This is just a meatloaf and then a whole loaf of bread. And then a little bit of lettuce. And then like a whole bunch of, I guess, cracked pepper? Or maybe mouse poop? This seems like perfectly spherical as well. This is like the perfect sphere, the perfect sphere burger. There's also a good contention for more bread than burger. It's gotta be D. Like, look at it. No flavor whatsoever. It's just the saddest burger. Honestly, sad burger. He could have been like, I want to be a bacon burger. I want to be a veggie burger. I want guac on me, tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, pumpernickel. Instead, he's like, nah, I'm just plain burger with lettuce. I'm gonna put all of my skill points into that and pump those up. This is pickles. I suppose pickles are cylindrical, so it does count as pickle. They're like pickle patties, little pickle patties stacked up. I guess it's a burger. Honestly, it probably wouldn't even be that bad. It's just a whole bunch of, like, it's a salty, savory pickle burger. Is this a vegan burger? I don't really know. I think this is, it's pickles. It's good, but pickles. Pickle burger? I don't think it would be terrible. I'm not gross. Like, if you don't like pickles, yeah, this isn't for you. But if you really like pickles, this might actually be quite the treat. It's salty, it's savory. Well, maybe not savory. It's salty, though. Gotta get the pickle. I think it'd be good. This looks actually... visually looks really good, but is actually probably not that good. This is just toast. This burger, that's just toast on top. They took toasted bun too far. That's gonna crunch. That might crack. Like, when you grab onto it, it might just go psh and break open. There'll be like a solid cut in the center. I don't think that's good. I don't think it is good. I think the price for this place, too, by the way, is too expensive. Not a plate, by the way. But, like, just the fact that it's not on a plate makes me think that this is, like, probably $25. $25, weird crunchy burger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 potato wedges, and 1, 2, 3, 4 onion rings. I think I'm gonna put it in C. I've come up with this hypothetical scenario that it costs quite a bit, and I'm gonna judge accordingly. The cheese looks really good, but it's just too much going on with it. It just bugs me that the top is so much bigger than the actual burger. Like, something about the way this is set up looks wrong. It's also probably gonna fall apart. Like, the moment you grab onto this, like, if you don't grab onto it properly, it's just gonna slip out of this super big bun. It's a mess. This looks to be a hot dog. Oh, wait, no. Doritos. Oh, wait, no. Bread? I don't know what this is. It's cheese. It's more bread. It's more bread than burger. You're just bread. I gotta go faster. It could be delicious, but it's more bread than burger. I think it's mayonnaise, some type of white cheese. This is like a cheese chunk, though, so it can't be that. It might just be mayonnaise. Doritos burger? I would definitely eat a Doritos burger. Unfortunately, I don't get to see that because it's just bread. This is almost a burger. This is a burger before it's born. Am I not the only one looking at this and wondering why a person is by themselves out at a baseball field making burgers? There's nobody in the background. Nobody's playing baseball. Who is he making burgers for? I guess if you consider this to be the top bun, this to be the bottom bun, this to be the burger, and this to be the cheese, in a way it's a burger. But it's definitely not a burger. It's a meatloaf. It's a loaf of meat. They made a meatloaf. Not a burger. Burger meat can be shaped and formed into many things. It's literally just hamburger meat. It can be turned into a meatloaf. It can be turned into a cylinder. It's definitely not a burger, though. How do you even eat this if it's a burger? In a way, it's a burger. It is cylindrical. I'm standing by this. I think somebody with chaos in their mind wanted to challenge me with that one. I'm gonna take away all the things that I said. I'm gonna say just because it's cylindrical doesn't always mean it's a burger. And if you put 4 burger patties on top of each other and call it a burger, you're crazy. I see what you mean. Technically, yes, it is a burger. Bottom patty, top patty, burger. Like, symbolically, this is a burger, but in actual reality, this is not a burger. This is definitely D tier. 100% D tier. This is tomato slice way bigger than burger patty. I don't even know what this is. Cabbage? Bacon? Bruschetta? This is soggy lettuce. It's folded. You folded the lettuce. That means it's not crispy. It's soggy and wet and sad and filled with sorrow. I wouldn't say it's a sad burger. It does look kind of nice, but it's definitely D tier. This one is so close to being maybe B tier, but I think it's getting C tier. Too much. Way too much. Way, 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 way too much. Look at this. Look at this giant chunk of just vegetables, and then look at this tiny chunk of burger. The audacity of these tomatoes every single time. Oh, we have a really delicious burger. What should we put on it? What if we put a whole bunch of tomatoes and the soggiest onion lettuce you've ever had on it? Out of here. Get out of here. I'll give you a C, because the burger itself does look pretty good. That cheese does look pretty good. The goop, the mayo on top, that looks pretty good. But you're not getting the B. The patty's too small, too. You know what? I changed my mind. You took a bad design. You like almost tricked me. You really almost tricked me. The patty's way too small. This is a slider sized patty on like a full regular sized bun. You have so much vegetables that you've made me angry, and you're banished to D tier. This is the big slut burger for New Year's. New Year's big slut burger. What is going on with this? Avocado, burger, no sauces, no cheese. I don't know what this is. This is probably roast beef. A really big spaghetti noodle, bacon and or roast beef, a chicken sandwich or a fish sandwich, Flimsy lettuce, cheese, an egg, mayonnaise. Too dry. Very dry. Oh wait, I think there's a little bit of mayonnaise down there. It doesn't look that good. It's too many dry things. Dry, dry, dry. Like sort of wet, but dry, 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 dry. Cheese, technically liquidy. The egg, if cooked correctly, goops, which I guess is a liquid, but you know you're ordering this, and it's a fully cooked egg. They're not giving you the goop egg. And then finally, mayonnaise. So mayonnaise at the top, mayonnaise at the bottom. Avocado, I'd also say, is kind of dry. I give it a C. That's a little over $16, by the way. It's not bad for $16. I'd probably try it. I think it's C tier. Yeah. Oh, God, I just saw the next picture. I'd definitely buy it once. You gotta buy it once. I'd probably buy it once, think it's really dry, not that great. But I'm glad I bought it once. It's the Big Jschlatt burger. How could you not buy it? This, on the other hand, how could you ever buy this? Ever. Why would you? This is gherkin pickles, I believe. These are the bad pickles. These ones don't taste good, I think. Technically, this is a burger. But it's also technically more pickle than burger, and therefore go back to the Pickle Burger. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Let's go. What do we got? This one looks really good. It looks exactly the same as the one that I ordered, but the sesame bun looks like it's fire. It's got some onion rings going on. I really like the onion rings. This is another one where you eat it and you're like, yeah, it's good. Would have preferred the McDonald's burger at the end of the day, though. B. So, first of all, you might notice this isn't a burger. It's a spicy McChicken. At least we think it's a spicy. We could give them the benefit of the doubt and say maybe they ran out of burger wrappers, so it's wrapped in a spicy chicken. I've actually had this happen to me before at a Burger King. I ordered a bacon Whopper, whatever burger you order at Burger King. They smeared all of the mayonnaise onto the burger exactly like this. It was covering the entire sandwich. It was disgusting. And the worst part about it, I went like inside and ordered, indoors to get takeout because I didn't want to wait I don't think I had a car at the time. But the person right before me came back and demanded a refund because their sandwich was covered in mayo. And I laughed at them in my head and was like, ha ha, their sandwich had too much mayonnaise. Mine's not going to be like that. And then I got my order, walked a mile back home, opened it up, and realized mine was exactly like his, covered in mayonnaise. Which really makes it even more ridiculous because the guy that got yelled at for pouring mayonnaise on the previous burger just did it to mine again. He never learned his lesson. He just wanted to embrace chaos and ruin everybody's fun. This is just mayonnaise. It's not even a sandwich, and also mayonnaise. Just mayo that also happens to have a chicken sandwich. Just mayo that also happens to have a chicken sandwich around it. So much, just so much. Ugh. This one's awful. This one's a terrible burger. Not only because of all the alamis going on with it, but also tomatoes bigger than the patty, onion's freaking humongous onion, way bigger than the patty, isn't gonna have any structural stability. I'll give you that. The lettuce might be a little crispy. You got that point. It's just ketchup on top, too. I've never seen... None of these pictures of the burgers, by the way, have had just ketchup as a sauce, except for this one. Nah, I think this one's garbage. Just because you took a fancy picture of a bad burger doesn't mean it's a good burger. The bun's probably good. Too much tomato. Too much tomato, too much onion. How dare you? How dare you do this to me? How dare you make me... You handcrafted this thing just so I could take it all apart. This is not a burger. This appears to be a turkey egg sandwich, right? Turkey, egg, and cheese? I don't... Ham, egg, and cheese, that makes sense. Turkey, egg, and cheese, I don't know about that. This is literally just a sandwich, though. This is a burger with 2 Krispy Kreme donuts. I would actually rate this one pretty high up if the burgers didn't seem so dry. Like, really, really dry. Like the desert. Just, I don't know about that. I don't think there's enough cheese to make up for it. There is in this one. But this one right here, it's just so much space. I would totally eat this, though. I think this would be really good if these burgers were a little greased up and ready to go. You smush this together, this would definitely be good. I'm like positive this would be good. I'm gonna dock a point for the dry burgers. I think it's B. I think a lot of people say that this is gross. I'll put this in the look gross, taste great. I don't see any problem with this, like, at all. If you saw the ramen burger and you're like, I could maybe eat that, like, you should be able to look at a Krispy Kreme donut and think, like, that's good too. It's the same deal with the peanut butter and jelly burger. You put jelly, it's like a sugary thing. The donut is the sugar. It's good. It's a good burger. This one, however, this one hurts to look at. I hate this one. This is technically a vegan burger. This one physically scars me. If it wasn't for the tomato, I would actually say the inside looks pretty good for like what I would consider a vegan burger. I don't know what this is made of, probably tofu or something. I don't really know what this is either. Like, this isn't cheese. This looks like cowhide, but it can't be cowhide because it's a vegan burger. It looks good though, but then you put the tomatoes. And the worst part about it, you kept the green stem on the tomato. Why did you do that? Pick that off. You can't even eat this, like, you have to eat around the center of the burger because the stem's still on it. You clearly cut this part off. Why didn't you cut the top off? Why? No, it's gotta be. I'm docking, like, it's D tier, not because it's a vegan burger, but because it's just the audacity of the tomato every time. That actually scared me. I thought there was a person in my house just going boop. It's D tier. If it wasn't, if the tomato wasn't there, I think I would put it in a solid C to B tier. I think it would be B. It looks good. It's got a little like sauce going, like that sauce looks good. Maybe it's teriyaki or something. It's got like the spinach and stuff looks all right. I actually hate this one more than the previous one because it looks so dry. I feel like I need an ocean's worth of water to drink. Tomato is not as big as the patty, so I guess that's good, but it's still a lot of tomato. Is it okay for there to be a lot of tomato if it's a vegan burger though? I still don't think it's okay. I think you were better off putting something else besides a tomato on the vegan burger. Like a portobello mushroom would have been really good with some sauce. It's the bun looks too hard. It looks like a crunchy bun. The sauce is probably good. Honestly, I would just eat this vegan part like by itself with the sauce. Get rid of everything else. I think it's D. Not because it's vegan, just because it's just like, look, it just doesn't really look that. It's again, it's another photo burger. It's not a burger, it's a photo burger. This one actually looks good. This is also a vegan burger, I think. I don't mind this one. No sauce. That is a downside. I like the soft bun. It's not toasted, but you know, some people don't like it toasted. That's a lot of onion though. You know, I think this has the makings of a good vegan burger in my mind, but it's missing sauce. I think if they took this onion slice off, throw some sauce on this, and you got probably a decent B tier. I don't think it's D. I definitely think it's better than the other two vegans. I'd put it in the C. I'd try it. I don't think I'd like it, but I think it would be good. I wouldn't order it. Eggplant? It could be eggplant. I like eggplant. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Hawaiian burger. Is that what this is? This is a Hawaiian burger. So what do we got? Pineapple? Onion? Gravy? It's not mayonnaise. What is this? It's mayonnaise on the top. Mayonnaise, pineapple, maybe more pineapple? I have no idea what this is. It looks like mayonnaise, pineapple, gravy, maybe a tomato, maybe beets, more mayonnaise, and then lettuce, and then like just weird white brownish lettuce. This looks kind of gross. Do I think it looks gross but could be good? Not really. I'm not really against the pineapple being on the burger. I'd try it, but it's all of those hypothetical flavors I just guessed. Like, it doesn't... I can't imagine any of that combining and being good. Like, pineapple with mayonnaise and gravy, it can't be gravy, right? Maybe it is cheese. It's gooping out right here. That makes me think it's a liquid and not like a sockwid, like melted cheese. But maybe it is. It could just be weird melted cheese. But then, like, what's this? It's gotta be tomato, right? Like, it's kind of sad, but maybe good. It doesn't look good. It's kind of gross looking. Like, it just, I don't know. It looks a little sad. Something about this one looks strange. This seems like one of those, like, you go to the Resident Evil, I think it's 6 family, the ones that live in the bayou or whatever, and they give you that. Like, they're all infected with whatever they are in Resident Evil. And they're like, come on, eat your dinner. And they're all just like eating mushed up bits and they give you this. This looks sugary. This looks like there's some sugar on this. This burger looks awful though. This looks, I can picture the taste of this. This definitely has middle school cafeteria vibes, but that cheese makes up for it. It is a burger. It is sad. This might also be a sad but maybe good. I don't know, something about, what is this, by the way? Is this the bread? It looks like it was peeled off right here, but it's kind of like shiny and white. Maybe it's just drool. I don't like this either. Like this clump right here, that does not say good burger to me. That seems like this right here. That looks icky. That looks bleh. Bleh. I'm gonna say it looks kind of sad, but maybe good. Well, I'm gonna put it C. I don't think it's that sad. The cheese brightens up the mood on this one. I think the cheese is what, like, the only good part of this. And the bread. This one is, like, literally the same as all the other onion burgers we've seen, but, like, just stacked up a little bit differently. Doesn't look bad. I kind of think when the cheese looks like this, it's not that good for, like, a burger. This looks like fancy cheddar cheese with, like, a high melting point. Which I guess is fine, but the problem is you now have literally 90% of the burger with no cheese on it. I don't know. I'd throw it in the C tier. It doesn't look as good as some of the other ones that we've seen that were literally exactly the same as that. It's just a, yeah. I definitely wouldn't choose it as my first onion crispy thing. I don't know what's going on with this one. So far, first thoughts, dry. Cabbage. Maybe spinach, maybe cheese, maybe lettuce, a lot of not too much onion, that's not too bad. This is just like tasteless, right? Like there's no real taste with this. I think the expectation is you put what looks to be ranch dressing on this, which would significantly bump up the taste factor. That cheese is not, that has to be cheese. That's just not melted cheese. I think I'd be mad if I ordered that. I'd be upset. It's gotta be C tier, right? How could it not? Like, it's gonna be dry, it's gonna have no taste. You gotta dump a whole bunch of sauce yourself on it. Like, why didn't they do it? Why do I have to do it? Whooper. This is garbage. This is a bad burger. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 slices of patties. You know, some people are like, oh, look at all those patties, so good. And you might be right. Look at the bun, sesame seeds, looks soft and squishy. You would be right. What else you got? Where's your cheese? Oh, I don't really have any cheese. Do you got any, like, condiments on it? Well, yeah, I've got literally 1 squirt of ketchup in the corner for the first bite. And then a thimble of either cheese or mustard right here. Or maybe it's just a rotten food, and that's it. And then, you know, the egregious tomato, onion, yada, yada, yada. Just the limpest lettuce you ever done seen. It's not is this lettuce? I think it's, I don't know. You know what I mean. I think, honestly, it's fast food, and I usually approve of fast food. I think D. It's another tasteless, just garbage. Just tall tower of nothingness. This one was Cabbage Burger. I thought Cabbage Burger was bad. I'm gonna put it in the C tier and assume that's where it went. I'm gonna put that in chicken sandwich, chicken or fish. I mean, it looks like a chicken sandwich at this point, so I'm kind of like, if it looks like a chicken sandwich, then it deserves to go to the chicken sandwich tier list. I found it. Boom. That's definitely a chicken sandwich. That's not a burger. Called it. All right, that's the burger tier list. That's literally all of them. I don't know if I want to make any changes. I'm open to fixing some of the ones in A and bumping them up. As you can see, I have a real hatred for tomatoes as a whole. I actually like tomatoes. I just think generally when you order burgers, they give you the bad tomatoes. They're always refrigerated. They're never fresh. They never taste good. It's always garbage. Mayonnaise burger. You know what? Let's put you at the bottom. Let's do some sorting. Or maybe something here should be bumped down. Honestly, this one, now that we've looked at some of the better ones, it just looks so dry. I think I'm gonna bump that one down to a D. Compared to the other ones that had, like, either fast food so good, or just, like, general, here's a whole bunch of cheese, you're gonna like this one. I'm gonna bump this one down to B. I think the assumption was you were really drunk and ordered this one, and because you were drunk, you'd like it. And that'll be it. That's the burger tier list. What did you think? Did you have burgers that you thought were great, or did you have burgers that you were like, ew, that's gross, why did you put it so high up? Let me know in the YouTube comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and goodbye.